Hi guys, I'm one Fnaf fan here, and today we're going to be talking about all of the new Funko reveals for Ruin and Fnaf's 10th anniversary. So a few days ago, Funko revealed their latest line of new Fnaf products, which featured figures and plushies and Funko Pops from Ruin, and also a few Fnaf 10th anniversary items, which I didn't know they was going to celebrate actually, but it's a good thing they did, so let's take a further look at them. So first we're going to be talking about, in my opinion, my favourite parts of the Fnaf merchandise line from Funko, the action figures, because these new action figures look really good. My only issue with them is the fact that there's only 3 of the many Ruin characters there are. They could have at least had like a full wave of like 6 characters and potentially do a second wave. I mean, according to the original leaks for the Ruin action figures, apparently there was going to be 4 figures per wave, and then there's going to be 3 different lines. So I think that meant we'd be getting 12 in total, but that clearly hasn't happened because we've only gotten 1 wave so far, and that 1 wave has got 3 action figures, not 4. But I don't know, there's still time for Funko to do another Ruin wave potentially this year, because of course next year it's going to be Jazzwares taking over as the master toy partner, which could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, I don't know, we'll have to see. Funko has been doing a lot of bad merch lately, but this new wave they've really cooked on this new wave. They've really, upped their game a bit, but it's kind of too late now. But anyway, forgetting all about all of that, let's just take a further look at these action figures. The first action figure we're going to be looking at is Eclipse, which we expected, of course. He's a very cool character, and this action figure looks really good, man. I can see where they used the original Sun and Moon action figures base that they made last year, which were also 2 really good action figures. But then after that, we got the Christmas recolor wave, which, well, the Sun and Moon wave really gave us high hopes for Funko, but the Christmas wave kind of quickly lowered them. But this figure looks really good. Like, you can see all the details, all the withering. Even, like, the endoskeleton leg looks really good. And, like, the hands, how they're, like, normal, but then, like, it's all the endoskeleton sticking out. And, like, the moon side of her face, that's just been ripped open with all the endoskeleton inside. It looks really good and really detailed. Funko really cooked with these action figures, and they look really cool. And this is the image of him in the box, which the boxes look cool. They definitely look like the old security breach boxes with like the red grid lines in the background, whatever you'd call them. But I do feel like the box looks a little bland, like especially to the top. There's just all that empty space. They could have added something, but who cares? It's just the box. I'm only buying these for the actual figures inside. But yes, you can see you got Funko, Five Nights at Freddy's, then you got the Ruin logo. And it says Eclipse. It's going to be like that for all 3 of them, so I won't cover much of the boxes for the other 2. So now we've got the Ruined Roxy action figure, which looks also really cool with all the details on the endoskeleton, and especially with a lot of endoskeleton as well on Ruined Roxy, like the whole face being completely torn off. It looks so detailed, like they even got the mask in there from the game, all of the cracks in all the suits looks really good. One thing I do notice, though, is unlike the Sun and Moon action figures, they don't seem to have, like, any dirt washes on them, but I think that's just because it's the product images. Because for the Sun and Moon action figures, they didn't have dirt washes on them in the product images, but in person they did. So these guys will probably have dirt washes, which will just help, to bring out all them details and all the cracks in the suit. But yeah, for detail, this looks really detailed of a figure. Like, you can see, like, the whole arm is just endoskeleton, same with the torso and the head, except for just, like, a bit of the suit still remaining. It just looks so detailed. Like, the endoskeletal foot. It looks really cool. I hope Funko make, like, a special edition, or, like, an exclusive of, like, the AR version with, like, the head and the arms, like, intact. And they're like glowing green in the game, whatever you'd want to call it, the AR version. That would be really cool, and then they could make that in bits like glow in the dark. They'd be really cool. This is the image of Ruined Roxy in the box, which of course, basically just like the Sun action figure. It's the same box, but just, different sticker with the name of a character on it, and of course it's Ruined Roxy in the box. Now I've got Ruined Chica, who also looks really cool with all the mouldy cheese or whatever it is all over her. That looks really cool. I really like how Funko did that. Again, they could have just left it out, but they didn't. You can't see a tiny bit of a remnants where they used the original Glamrock Chica sculpt, which of course the old Security Breach models that they used, that they made, were, well, most of them were just like reuses of older characters like Monty and Glamrock Freddy mostly used Funtime Freddy's head mold. Glamrock Chica used normal Chicas, and Roxy used Mangles, which of course none of those were accurate, so there is a few remnants of using the old Chica sculpt here for Glamrock Chica on this Ruined Chica, but because of all the damaging, it's barely noticeable, and I think they have changed it up. It just looks similar, because I think out of all of the Glamrock action figures Funko made, Glamrock Chica might have been one of the most accurate, even though it's still not accurate. But still, all the detail on this thing looks incredible, like all the cracks in the armour, not armour, I keep calling it armour because I'm thinking of power armour. All the cracks in the suit, and all the wires on the endoskeleton, all the cheese, even the garbage can, trash bag inside of the stomach looks really cool. The whole arm is endoskeleton, and she's missing a bit of an arm, which I think this is the first time Funko have actually done an action figure that's missing part of it, which there is multiple FNAF characters that are missing parts, like Phantom Freddy missing his leg. There's quite a few more. Can't think of any off the top of my head though, but normally they just don't do them characters, but they did Glamrock Chica, Ruined Chica, even though she's missing part of an arm, which is cool. Here's the box, again, same as Ruined Roxy and Eclipses, nothing too special, just different sticker and different figure in the box, of course. So they're all three of the action figures. Sadly, we've gotten, basically just a small fraction of all the characters in Ruin. We could have really had Ruined Monty, the Mimic, Ruined Glamrock Freddy. They could have probably given him like a shattered Freddy head and made it removable, of course. Then MXCS, and they could have had Glamrock Bonnie, like the shattered version of him. That would have been really cool as well. They could have even had like Cassie, although I don't think they'll do human characters anytime soon. Now I'm going to move on to plushies, which sadly there's only two of them, and it's just another Sun and Moon-like plush, although one of them is Eclipse and the other's Ruined Sun. For some reason we got him out of any other character. We could have had like the Mimic or something, but no, they gave us Ruined Sun, which is basically just a recolour of the Eclipse plush. So first we got the Eclipse plush. Well, I think they call it Ruined Moon, but this is obviously Eclipse from the game. This looks really cool with a plush. I can see where they used this old Sun and Moon base, which were very good plushies. Everybody liked them. So I'm glad they reused the base for Eclipse. And you can see just all the detail. Most of it's printed, but I don't blame them. It's, a lot of detail, like all the cracks and the withering in the body. Like the tear in the right leg with the endoskeleton leg popping out, which does look a bit weird, but to be honest, it's a plush, Expect everything to be a little deformed and stylized, because it would be hard to make these characters from Ruin into plushies, and they did a good job at it. And you can see the hat and then the spikes for the sun, and the entire face, the entire left face is all endoskeleton. It looks really cool. There's a lot of detail on this plush, and you can see the Ruin tag as well, which looks really cool. So I'm really glad they did a good job on this guy. Now we got Ruined Sun, this character's called. So, I think he does appear in the game in, the AR realm, because you can see, all of the scan lines on him, but I'm probably going to pass on this plush and just get Eclipse, because, to be honest, it's the exact same plush, but just different colours. So you can see, the sun spikes are more golden, and two of them are, AR with the scan lines on them. And he's got, the scan lines on the endoskeleton side face, and he's got some on the other side and some on his legs and his arms. But yeah, there's not too much to this plush. It's basically just a different coloured variant for the Eclipse one with scan lines added to it. But yeah, I'm probably not going to get this. It has the same tag as per usual, and for some reason he has a brown hat, which I don't know if that's actually in the game or if it's not. I don't know. I don't remember an AR version of Sun or any version of Sun or Eclipse having a brown hat. I only remember the Moon hat. So, I don't know. I don't really like this plush. They could have had any other plush instead of this, like the Mimic or Ruined Chica and Ruined Roxy. Apparently, according to someone who works for, I don't know if it's Hot Topic or GameStop or somewhere else, but they said on the system there was a ruined Roxy plush, but I wouldn't go screaming in the comments believing it, guys, because who knows, it could easily be faked, and just don't believe it for now until we get official confirmation from Funko, like Scarlet Joker, that, you know, there's going to be a ruined Roxy plush. I do hope there is a second wave with more plushies and more action figures, of course. But yeah, that's all for plushies because there's only 2 of them. Now let's take a look at the Funko Pops, which they've only done 3 Funko Pops again, which are the same characters that they've done action figures, but the Funko Pops look really detailed, man. Like, they look so cool. I'm definitely going to get them, because I've got an empty space on my Funko Pop shelf right now, where I used to have 3 Balloon Circus Funko Pops from Funko Fnaf merch, but of course, Balloon Circus are crap, so I got rid of them, so that's left me with 3 empty gaps, so we've done 3 new Funko Pops and they're really cool, so that'll fill them 3 gaps. So first we got Eclipse, who looks really detailed. Like, look at all of the dirt washes, all the cracks. See what I mean by on the action figures? Hopefully they add like a dirt wash, because you can see on all like the cracks and the withering how like defined it is compared to on the action figures product images, because on the product images they don't have the dirt washes, so like the cracks are there, you can see them, but they're just not as defined as they are with a wash. But yeah, this looks really cool. And as you can see, like, he even has like inside of the mouth where it's all been torn off, like the little teeth underneath, which looks really cool. Why'd that have to rhyme? But as you can see, like down in his right leg, like where his endoskeleton leg is, there's just this massive big white gloop. Like, it looks like glue, so I don't know, maybe he spilt his craft glue on him. But that's probably going to be translucent when it actually comes out, because, you know, with that like netting sort of endoskeleton around his leg, it'll be kind of hard to just have that floating there, of course, because, I mean, you'd have to be like a freaking airbender or something. But, yeah, they decided to add that, which hopefully in person it's not white and they make it, like, translucent, so it's, like, less noticeable. But, yeah, Eclipse looks really cool. And here's the box for the ruined Funko Pop. So, basically just, like, the action figures boxes, but on a Funko Pop, and they look pretty cool. So, now we have a ruined Roxy Funko Pop, which also looks very incredible. Like, you can just see all the detail on the cracks and, like, around the head, like where the suit is still on, you can see like all the dirt on it, all the dirt added to the endoskeleton. It just looks so cool. And like the hair just looks so awesome. Like, just basically I don't have any complaints about these Funko Pops. I mean, it's basically just like the action figure, but turned into a Funko Pop. It's basically the action figure, but with a bigger head, basically, and a smaller body. That's all it is, because it's that perfect. It's amazing. I have no problems with this at all. Here's the box again, basically just the same as Eclipse's, but, you know, just ruined Roxy instead. Now I got the ruined Chica Funko Pop, which looks really good as well. Like, you can just see all the mouldy cheese all over the face, like the whole endoskeleton is just exposed. It just looks so cool. Basically, not really got much to say about this, other than it's perfect, because these Funko Pops are very similar to the action figures, except for they have, like, washes on the product images of them. Like, dirt washes. Maybe the action figures will have them, but in person. But just not on the product images for some reason. But yeah, these just look really cool. Here's the box. Yeah, just the same as the others, but just ruined Chica instead. So that is all of the Funko Ruin merch for now. I don't know if they'll reveal anything else. If they do, I'll probably do like a community post or a short on it, but that's everything for now. But yeah, very good wave. Could have done with some more actual characters in it. Like, I wish we got more action figures and plushies and Funko Pops. But for what we've got, it's really good. But that's not everything, guys. As for on the 8th of August this year, it will be FNAF's 10th anniversary. Jeez. It's a long time, that. 10 years. But anyway, Funko are doing like a small merch wave for FNAF's 10th anniversary as well, which is really cool. We got some pretty good stuff for it as well, so I'll run through them with you. So first of all, we've got this brand new Golden Freddy statue, which, as you know, Funko have done 4 statues in the past, which they've only done statues for FNAF, which is cool. Same with Funko Snaps. I like these lines Funko do that. They do, like, only FNAF, or It's quite cool. But yeah, anyway, we've got a Golden Freddy statue here, which is cool, but it has some issues. The cupcake in the back of the office looks really weird, and Golden Freddy himself ain't looking too good either. I feel like he's a bit too plain in colour. They could have probably gave him like a dirt wash or something. Maybe some Warhammer Null Oil would do. But he still has the upper teeth, which he shouldn't. And his eyes aren't hollowed out like they should be. So, yeah, he's got some issues. And I think his endoskeleton joints, like in the ankles and the wrists, are way too light in colour. And for the office in the background, there's a lot of detail, but I really wish it had like the office walls and like the back wall with the posters on, because there's kind of like half a wall to the left in the corner. There's like half of a wall, but like I don't know where the other half has gone. I just wish they had the whole thing instead of part of the wall, you know? It's all or nothing. But anyway, it's a pretty cool statue. I'm probably not getting it because I haven't got any other statues, and all the statue's going to do in my room is just going to collect dust and just sit there. And there's also images for the box of this guy as well, which, as you can see, it's got the 10th anniversary logo that I don't know who created it, probably Scott Cawthon himself or someone else. But it looks really cool, the 10th anniversary logo. Love it, and I'm glad Funko included it on this statue's box. And the other piece of FNAF 10th anniversary merch we got from Funko is some brand new mystery minis, which I didn't like them at first because they've changed the style of the mystery minis, and I kind of like the old style because it's like really stylized and they look really cool. But I've grown on them a lot. So as you can see, for character choice, we've got, you know, some of the old classic characters, because of course this is FNAF's 10th anniversary. They've got like all the classics. They've got Freddy, Bonnie, Chica and Foxy, Golden Freddy, Puppet, Cupcake and Endo. But who are those characters in the middle? We've got the Wizards. Withered Freddy, Bonnie, Chica and Foxy. We're finally getting Withered merch from Funko after ages. The only Withered merch they've ever given us was a Withered Bonnie mystery mini in Funko Pop, but now we've got all brand new Withered mystery minis. They look so cool. But anyway, let's go through all of these mystery minis, guys. So first, of course, we've got the classic 4 characters making their return in mystery mini form. But as you can see, they look different now. They've changed the entire style of the mystery minis, which I weren't a fan of at first, but I've grown on them. I still kind of prefer the older mystery mini style, because these ones look a lot like the snaps. And some of the snaps look quite questionably ugly, but I like the snaps as well, and I really like these new mystery minis. They look really cool. I like how they've all got accessories, except for Bonnie, who could have had his guitar. And like Foxy has like the Pirates Cove sign, which is really cool. They didn't have to do that, but they did. And it's even got the writing on it. They look really cool. And now we've got the Wizards, which are probably going to be the most popular characters of this series. So as soon as you see these mystery minis in stores, I'd probably recommend trying to get the Wizards as much as possible, because everyone else will be trying to get one. So we've got Withered Freddy, Bonnie, Chica and Foxy. They look really cool, like the detail on them. I would say Withered, I don't really like how small Withered Chica's pupils are. They look very small compared to the other Wizards. And I don't know, it kind of looks like a psychopathic minion for some reason. That's just me, though. But I also do think Withered Bonnie's colour is a bit too light of a blue, but that's probably because I like trying to cartoonify it, you know. This is Mascot Horror, guys. We're all about colour here. Withered Foxy also looks really cool. He even has an endo jaw in his mouth, which they didn't have to do, but they did, and it looks awesome. And Withered Freddy, he's cool, but I feel like they could have given him like the eye he has in the game. Like, he has like I'd call it a blind eye, like a dodgy eye, which I wish they gave the mystery mini that, because he just looks like a beaten up version of Freddy, to be honest. The only difference of him is the pose and the wires. And now we've got the final 4, those being Golden Freddy, the Puppet, Cupcake and Endo 01. These ones are also really cool. I'm not too keen on Golden Freddy, because I I know he's in the sitting position, but, like, he's got one foot, like, pointing outwards and, like, facing up, which isn't really accurate. And I don't know, something just looks off about his face to me, but Puppet looks amazing. I like how they added the box as well. They didn't have to do that, but they did, and it looks really cool. And the Cupcake, I'm not too keen on him either. I don't like the shape of his teeth, and his eyes look a bit derpy. And, like, the actual frosting on him looks really weird. And Endo01, he looks really cool, but I'd say his head is a bit too cartoonified, because it's not really, like, you can see, like, all the lines, like the straight lines, how he's, like, very square in shape, but they've kind of, like, bent them inwards to give him that cartoony look. I kind of wish I didn't do that. And his eyes look a little derpy, like he's a bit sad. Here's the box for them as well. Again, the box looks really cool. It's got the 10th anniversary logo. For some reason, the boxes are going to be taller and thinner now. I'm guessing that's because they've changed the style. I mean, I've seen quite a few newer mystery minis have, like, a new shaped box with them being taller but thinner. So, I guess they did that for Fnaf as well. But the boxes look cool. But anyway, guys, that is it for today's Funko Fnaf news. And I will be sure to get all of the Rear in Action figures and maybe the Eclipse plush, maybe Ruined Sun, definitely getting Eclipse, but maybe Ruined Sun, I don't know. Maybe the Funko Pops as well, I'll probably get them, but I don't really review Funko Pops, so I might not review them, and I'll try and get as many of the mystery minis as I can, and I'm not getting this Golden Freddy statue, but anyway, that is it for today's video, guys. Bye.